All right, friends, it's T-Mun, and we're going to do a brand new video on this kid, the 13-year-old bodybuilder, the youngest bodybuilder, bro. I've done one video on him before, but figured I'm going to do a video on him again. He's becoming popular slowly with, I guess, by demand. So I'm going to do a reaction video to this gym lifting slave, bro. So his name is George Lifts. So George Lifts says... a typical school day 13-year-old bodybuilder. Okay. He's quite tall for 13. I think he's almost 6 feet tall right now. He's at like 6 feet tall at 13. Yeah.
So it's 6:30 in the morning. Today is Friday. I'm going to be taking you through a day in the life of me at school. So I'm just going to be showing you what I do.
Well, I don't want to see all the school stuff. I just want to see the major parts because it's going to be a long video. It's about 20 minutes, but he's going to get ready. He's going to eat his breakfast. I think.
And then I need to speed up.
So he's got a typical breakfast. Juice, pasteurized milk, and cereal with this pasteurized milk. It looks like cornflakes or something in there. That's typical slave food. This stuff is actually, when you realize it now, when you look back at it, you know that this stuff is really bad for you. This is typical slave food. This is the type of food that they would feed to prisoners and slaves. It's not natural for normal people to be eating that, but of course, you know, people are going to tell you we're accustomed to doing this. It's our custom. You know, when I speak to my friends in South America, and I always tell them, stop eating those fake foods. They're like, those are our customs. We're accustomed to eating those foods. It's not like your customs in Canada. What do you mean, customs? There's no such thing. It's something, you're making that up. Just eat as natural as you can. And the thing about South America, they can eat raw milk, bro. They could drink raw milk. You could buy it in every store. From Mexico to Central South America, it is fucking legal to buy raw milk. But in North America, Canada, it's friggin' illegal, except for, I think, California, right? They passed a law where you could buy raw milk and drink raw milk there.
Because it's about 7:20 now. I'll leave to go to school at about 8 o'clock, and I need to go in the ice bath, have a shower, and get ready still.
He needs to go in an ice bath and take a shower already. Jesus, why do you need this ice bath? Okay, so we already know what he's eating. Here he is in the ice bath.
So yeah, need to hurry up a little bit.
There he is.
What time is it?
past.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Cool. Did you set a timer or not?
You what?
Did you set a timer or not?
You know, the more you realize, the more you see what these people are doing, the more when you're looking from outside in, you really see all the mistakes that these people are making. It's crazy.
Just doing it as long as you want.
Like, that is insane. I mean, I've taken some cold showers, and you go to a swimming pool, it's kind of cold too, right? It's not the same as your body temperature, especially even in the summertime, regardless. But this is just crazy, man. Like, going to this ice bath. Is that his father?
Steaming.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
Nice.
So, just getting in the ice bath now. Pretty excited. My dad said it was easy, so I'm not expecting it to be that hard. I need to hurry up because I should have been in the ice bath about 10 minutes ago, so I'm a bit behind schedule today, but yeah. Oh, it's quite warm, isn't it? I haven't set a timer either. I'll just do as long as I want. Just like flying about.
And what exactly do you think this is going to do for you, exactly?
Oh, no. Look at that.
Wow.
Doesn't look too bad, looks quite clear.
The back of my neck's wet because I jumped in, so like I can just feel it dripping off the hat on my neck.
I'm sure you could.
That's pretty funny. I'm just going to do another minute in the ice bath. Tell you what, it's pretty easy today. Because it's starting to get warmer. It's March now. We'll probably only have it up a little bit longer because then the probably...
March, it's where I'm at. March is freezing, bro. Still, it should be warmer, but it's not. Unfortunately, it's not every year is the same.
There won't be much point doing it because it's too warm. But yeah, might as well make the most of it while we can. The
Yeah.
best was when like it was frozen over. We had to break into the ice. That was like the favourite for me because it was like I think the coldest we did was -3. This is probably like 10 now. So bit of a temperature change.
A bit of a temperature change, I'm sure. Well, that's not going to make your muscles grow, if anything. That's not good for you, especially if you have damaged muscles. You don't want to go in an ice bath. That's not good for you. Anyways, let's carry on. He's going to go to school. He's going to get dressed.
And bagels, like Nutella on toast and stuff. But it's alright, I'll be able to have that again once I've done my show. So at school, I'll have.
Wait. What did he say here? He's going to do bagels?
I've been having gluten-free wrap.
Here we go. Let's see what kind of food he has here. This is going to be interesting.
So, just came downstairs. My mum is making me some chicken in gluten-free wraps. I've been having gluten-free wraps.
I love these people. They're like gluten-free wraps. Shouldn't be eating any wraps at all whatsoever. I don't eat bread at all. Fucking hate bread. But anyway, yeah, chicken. I guess it's it's been completely cooked to the point where it's dead. The reason why I don't recommend you eat chicken, number one, chickens are abused. They're the most abused animal, bro. They pump them full of all kinds of chemicals and shit. And the fact that you cook the chicken to the point where it's not even rare. It's fully cooked. It's destroyed. There's nothing there. You're gonna find that when you eat chicken, you're gonna find you're hungry all the time. But if you eat beef, even if you are cooking beef or whatever, barbecuing it or cooking it, whatever, you can eat it practically very rare, which is semi-raw, right? At least a good majority of the nutrients are still intact in the beef. But in chicken, it's well done. It's not intact.
Since I started prep for my bodybuilding show, just because I'm not allowed to have like gluten on the plan, so I've been missing bagels, like Nutella.
You shouldn't be eating any bread. And bagels, that's disgusting. I miss my bagels. Boy, these people really miss their slave food, bro. Prisoners eat bagels, and criminals and slaves, they eat bread, dude.
On toast and stuff, but it's alright, I'll be able to have that again once I've done my show. So at school, I'll have
Yes, smashed seeds. Eat a bunch of smashed seeds. They grounded it up, these smashed seeds, into into powder, and they made these products out of it. It's crazy. When you really think about it, it's crazy, man. Seeds are filled with what? Cyanide. You think the cyanide just like disappeared or something just because you crushed it?
2 chicken wraps, and I get 1 treat as well, so I'll probably get I'll pick
Oh, that's great. More artificial treats. That's good for you, yes.
salt caramel today.
Salt and caramel. Boy, this kid just has it stacked. He has a good life. He's got all this stuff. But, it's the thing is, they have all this money. They live pretty good, but they still can't stop eating the slave food diet. That's the problem with a lot of people. You notice the people, they have all this money, and the first thing they do, they stock up their entire house with all these fake foods, bro. It's crazy. Their pantry and everything is just filled with garbage. Very unnatural food. That's the funny part is the richest people that I have ever known were the cheapest people in the world, bro. They love to stock up on garbage food. It's crazy. And I may not be the richest person in the world, but I eat the best food as possible, as much as I could as possibly as I can.
That one and that one are probably my favourite flavours. They just taste absolutely amazing. So
They do
I'll
that.
pack that up, put this in my bag.
They taste amazing. What are you tasting in there? Salt and sugar. The rest is just like, what is it? Nuts and some caramel. Like it's just all junk. The only thing you're tasting is sugar and salt because you're addicted to these flavors. See what I mean? That bread too. The same thing with that bread. It's just sugar and salt garbage.
And then I'm going to head off to school.
All these weird foods. Like that banana, I think I wrote him about. He had this banana in a shake later. He's going to make banana and shake. Bananas are worthless. They're just fructose. It's just sugar. It's garbage. I like the fact that he worked out his entire summertime. And I didn't notice him put on anything in that whole summertime he worked out the past year. It was worthless because he was adapted to all of his exercises. He was coming in often adapted. He became an endurance athlete, a performing endurance athlete. Because he doesn't understand the fundamental of bodybuilding is based on eccentric exercise. Eccentrics, though, remember, when the weight goes down, if you're doing eccentric, a full range of motion, remember the eccentric is going down 2 times lighter than it went up. So that's the reason why you're adapted to all your exercises. You see what I mean? You got the damage in the beginning, but you didn't realize you're raising the weight is going up heavy, but going down a lot lighter. And remember, you're going with gravity. So if you're going with gravity, you can handle heavier loads going with gravity, providing that you're controlling the weight. You control the weight going down. It's kind of like a stopping motion, causing these micro tears in the muscle, causing the muscle to activate the growth factors so that you can grow more muscle. The whole point in bodybuilding really is to grow more sarcomere, to grow these sarcomeres, to grow in parallel, in series, and to grow more myofibrils, bro. That's the whole point. To grow more muscle fibers. It's not really, I gotta mass up the muscle. I want to mass up the muscle fibers. You won't be able to mass them up very much anymore. Without those nuclei, without an addition of nuclei, because they synthesize protein. Without them synthesizing protein, they won't mass up the myofibrils, but he will misconstrued a lot of his mass. He'll get mass in his muscles, but that mass will be glycogen. And so he's going to misconstrue it to be glycogen. To misconstrue it to be muscle mass, when in fact it's just glycogen in his muscles. That's why people keep complaining. And inflammation. Remember, the cells inflamed, they absorb water. And so he can't figure out why are the gains going. The gains are going. See what I mean? He would have, had he focused the entire his summertime working out in that gym, wasting his time on, if he focused on eccentric exercise, he would have been so much more built right now. He would have grown so much more myofibrils right now. It would have been incredible. But he didn't build anything because I'm observing him in his channel. I observe these people carefully. And yeah, he's got potential to grow. 13 to start out at 13 lifting. Wow. There's so much potential there to grow muscle because I think that stops at 15. The amount of natural muscle fibers that you can increase in number itself, it stops at the age of 15. It stops. But because he's lifting now at 13, he's got a good 2-year period, a head start from 13 to 15. He can grow much more muscle fibers, but his lifting isn't geared towards that. He doesn't realize that concentric exercise is associated with a loss of sarcomeres. They shorten them. And so he doesn't know that. He's fighting an uphill battle. You understand me? He doesn't realize that. It's when you go with gravity, that's when you grow muscles. Muscles grow with gravity. They do not grow when you go against gravity.
Taking my shoes as well.
Right, George, I'm going to work.
I'm going to school. Let's speed this up. I want to see when he gets home. I don't want to know about school. All right, here we go. He's back home now.
Yeah. So, just got back from school now. I'm just going to have my mid-afternoon meal before we go to the gym. I'm going to make myself a protein shake, and then I've got some rice cakes as well. These Mark's.
See, he's got his protein shake, which is it's all waste products in there. It's garbage. It's all like sugar, dextrose, and shit. It's a bunch of waste products. Whey is a waste product. People just don't realize this. It's all chemicals, and it's not regulated. That stuff. It's garbage. And then you have the rice cakes. What's rice cakes? Rice filled with arsenic. Why would you eat that? See what I mean? It makes no sense, but okay.
Spencer's ones are very nice. They taste like popcorn, and then you put
Tastes like popcorn. Gross food. This food is gross. Peanut butter. Peanut butter is gross, man. It's garbage. I mean, this stuff. What is this going to do? It's going to block your system like your pipes at home in your washroom. They block it. All the garbage goes in there. It gets blocked up. So yeah, this is really bad. Wow. So he's gonna put peanut butter on these rice cakes. Christ.
peanut butter on it as well.
So you got oxalates. You have all kinds of weird stuff here. You got like arsenic, and of course, glucose, which then you get. Yeah, this is just crazy.
But yeah, I've run out of my protein powder, so I've got the.
You get something. He doesn't realize this. You get something called glycation. It binds with the protein, and then it fucking damages it, which is a bad thing. This is where the aging starts. This is where the accelerated aging starts. These people start early on this path of accelerated aging. That's what happens.
Some nutrition one at the moment, still quite nice. So I'll fill this up with about 150 ml. A bit too much. There we go. And then just a scoop of this. And then I'll also have a scoop of creatine.
Wow, he's starting early on these chemicals. He doesn't need any of these chemicals. What he needs is raw milk, raw eggs, beef. If you could eat beef raw, I don't know, but whatever. These organs, you need organs. They're really good for you, kid. I'm telling you, you could buy beef heart, you could buy liver. Get your mom to prepare it for you, whatever. If you can't eat them raw, get them to prepare it for you. You prepare them or whatever. Eat your beef as rare as possible as you can. Stay away from chicken and pork. They're really bad for you, man. They're fully cooked that they're dead. And creatine. Why does he need creatine? Jesus. You see how this industry is destroying young people? They got them eating these chemicals early to destroy their health, like this poor kid. He's into sebum. We'll see in a minute. He loves sebum and these bodybuilders and all this weird stuff. That's why young people are easily brainwashed into doing this stuff. That's why when I go to these so-called bodybuilding shows, these fitness shows, they never want to talk to me. They never want to talk to me or sell me anything. Want to know why? Because they know I'm not going to buy it. They look for young people because they know they're easily influenced by this stuff. They make them believe that, hey, if you take these powders and everything, they have magic powers. They're going to build you a muscle. Yet he worked out the entire summer and he didn't build any muscle because he looks exactly the same to me when he started.
So yeah, I'll just have this, I'll have my rice cakes, and then we're going to go to the gym, train some triceps and back.
Like I said, he's just hindering his development. If he would stick to drinking raw milk, raw eggs, beef, meat, animal products, whatever animal product he can eat, organs and stuff, he'd go a lot further, believe me.
We've run out of bananas, so I wouldn't normally have a banana with this meal and with my grenade bar at school, but yeah, we're going to have to get them. I'll eat more of them later on when we get some.
You see, kid, here's one thing I'll tell you. I don't know if you will ever see my videos, but when you read NCBI, it tells you a unique feature of eccentric exercise is that untrained subjects become stiff and sore the next day due to what? Muscle damage. What's a unique feature of concentric exercise? Nothing. It doesn't get you damaged. Get it, bro? When you lift against gravity, it doesn't damage muscles, so there's no growth. It doesn't activate growth factors. But if you do enough eccentric exercises going with gravity, you will get these micro injuries, these tears in the muscle fibers, and they will activate the growth factors, which will cause your muscles to get bigger and stronger. The whole adage in bodybuilding is to do as many eccentric exercises as you can do. Meaning eccentric exercise, when you think about eccentric exercise, you think about it like this in 3 stages. So What the first stage would be just trying to overwork the muscle with the weights that you're already using, right? So that's one way of getting this eccentric exercise. Again, it can only happen about once a week because you need to go through a repair and a remodeling. You need the whole week off to repair and remodel those muscles. You're going to feel DOMS. It's going to last maybe 4 days. You're going to be in a weakened state, not like totally weak like an invalid, but not to the point where you can go back to the gym and lift weights. Not that you can't, you can, but you don't want to work through the damage. You want to grow the muscles. You don't want to lose them. That's the whole point. So there's an overworking of it doing the weights that you're already doing. So that's why they say intensity and duration is based on duration, intensity. Intensity is duration, duration is intensity, whatever. So multiple sets. You're doing multiple sets now. But now when you do eccentric overload, you overload the weight eccentrically. That means that you can't do it for a full concentric, that the weight is heavy enough. It's so heavy that you can't bring it up for a full concentric. Now you're doing what we call eccentric overload exercises. They do not require a lot of, let's just put it this way. You don't require a lot of duration there because, I mean, 2-3 sets is pretty much enough to cause damage already right away in those muscles. Unlike you trying to overwork the muscle with the same weight that you were using, doing full range of motion. Then it requires more sets, so there's intensity and duration there too. But there can be intensity and duration if you're doing, again, we're talking about doing full upper body workouts. We're not talking about split. You can't split it. You have to do a full upper body one day, legs the next day, and then take the whole week off, 7 days to repair and remodel your muscles so they can get bigger and stronger. And every time you get bigger, you get stronger. Those weights will feel lighter. You got to go heavier. It's the whole point. And then there's just eccentric exercises. Some people use them for plateaus. It depends, whatever. An eccentric exercise means you're doing eccentric without the concentric. Like a lot of people in the gym, they do concentrics without eccentrics. In this case, you could do eccentrics without concentrics. It's something you have to learn how to do eccentric exercises. It's different than concentric lifting. Concentric lifting and eccentric lifting, they're different. Why do you think power lifters, they do concentric lifting? That isn't based on eccentric lifting, is it? So when you go to the gym, bodybuilding is really based on eccentric exercise. So when you go there, you need to learn how to do that because you don't know how to do that because I've watched you work out.
Yeah.
I mean, that food is really gross, man. Think about it. That food is just disgusting, man.
Nice peanut butter.
That is like pure slave food, garbage, like corner store, dime store food, man. Come on.
They are nice. Just finishing off the C-Bum video I put on before I went to school. It's him at the Arnold's watching the bodybuilding.
You see how influenced these people are? I'm just watching the C-Bum after the bodybuilding show at the Arnold, and let's C-Bum, my hero, my drug addict hero. Yeah. These are their heroes, these drug addicts. Incredible.
So I've just...
And C-Bum promotes all those powders and crap and all that garbage. He's trying to convince this kid, powders and all this. His kid's going to have a wake-up call in the future. He's going to realize his bodybuilding aspirations are going to be like, he's not going to progress. You're going to see he's going to keep doing concentric exercises. I guarantee you. Come back to his channel much later. If he ever is still natural, I don't know. Maybe he'll go unnatural eventually one day because he'll get frustrated. He'll try to make up a story and say, I reached a newbie gain limit or genetic limit or I'm a hard gainer. Those are all the excuses why he has to take steroids now. Because I need to be like C-Bum. The truth is, you could build a very brutish body doing eccentric exercises. Now, especially you're younger, wow, you really could build it up. But if you keep doing concentric exercises, you're never going to build yourself. And that's why they come up with these excuses. And then they continue in that behavior on drugs. And then when they go off the drugs, they can't figure out where did all the fake gains go. Because it was all fake to begin with. You don't want to just get some nuclei to synthesize protein to mass up your myofibrillars either. And getting massed up with glycogen and protein. That's just crazy. And your body, the sarcoplasm, can expand exponentially massive, bro. It can hold a lot of glycogen in there.
Just finished my mid-afternoon meal. I'm just going to get ready for the gym now. I've got the impact vest on, and then I'm going to put the black power shorts on and the black power t-shirt.
Yes.
So before the gym,
more slave food. All right.
I'm just going to make myself some BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. I just sip it through my session. I'm just put it in orange juice because it's unflavoured and actually pretty good. So it just tastes like I'm just drinking normal orange juice, really. Oh,
Nice.
yep.
Juice is one of the worst things for you, actually. I discovered too. Juice is horrendously bad for you.
Got a problem with dropping lids, don't I?
Yeah, probably in general.
And then I just put 2 scoops of this in.
And what exactly is that going to do? Is that going to magically build your muscle? Are you an endurance athlete or are you a bodybuilder? What are you? See, this is what happens. All these people become performing slaves. They go to the gym. They adapt. The eccentric is already adapted, so there's no more growth. They don't realize what's going on. And they're all comfortable lifting. They're all comfortable lifting concentrically. So they become performance slaves, lifting concentrically and endurance. A performing endurance slave, bro. Get it? Very, very comfortable.
Just need to give that a bit of a shake, like a protein shaker, and then shake it a bit more when I get to the gym. But I'm going to have some pre now.
Now he's got to have some pre. All right.
Do you want to try some of this?
No, I'm fine.
Is that pre-pump? He's got to get the pre-pump because, of course, he's got to perform. He's got to have the pumps as well, right?
All right.
I'm just going to show what pre you've got and stuff. You've got loads. I can't believe how much actually, like.
Yeah, look how much stuff this kid has. Look how all these chemicals. He's downing all this stuff. These people have influenced these young people to buy all their crappy products, which do absolutely nothing but destroy their health.
Pre and bloody stuff he has, whatever it all is.
Bloody stuff.
Well,
See, this is performing slave. This is performing endurance slave chemicals. That's what they're used for, to make sure that you keep going to the gym and performing. They have no interest in the fitness industry, you building muscle. They don't care. They want you to fail so you can keep buying their products, being a lifting slave.
whatever it all is. That's actually nice to all that.
See, the thing is this. If you discover what builds muscle and you build muscle, and it happens really quickly, within a couple of months, you could build up yourself really big. Then what is the point of buying all these products? What's the point of doing all this stuff?
It's like, what flavour is it again? Flying saucers. That's actually decent, though.
That's why the fitness industry does not promote eccentric exercise. They don't even show you how to do them properly. They don't even equate it with bodybuilding. They want you to lift a heavy weight concentrically. They want you to be a lifting slave. Get it? A performing endurance lifting slave, because that's where they make money. They make money on these endurance products, the pre-pumps, the whatever, the pre-workouts and all that kind of stuff, whatever. All of this stuff is just for that, for performance. That's it. It's all made for performance. It's not made for muscle building, because none of this stuff builds muscle.
The tablets that he has.
Jesus, look at
About
this
last
stuff.
year we were
Eddie, you cost me a fortune.
about a year ago we were watching Eddie Hall, and he was doing a day in the life, and he was showing off all
He saw Eddie Hall. He even watches Eddie Hall, a day in the life of Eddie Fake Hall.
his tablets, and you were like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, let's get some. So then
Yeah, you think Eddie Hall built himself up or any of his strength eating those tablets? He injects strength in him. He injects steroids, kid. They all take drugs. It's all fake.
A few days later, the cupboard was just full of...
Look, kid, if it didn't work for them when they were doing it naturally, lifting concentrically, which doesn't build muscles, so they took steroids and all of a sudden they got big doing the same exercises, lifting concentrically, comfortably? Come on, kid, think about it. You still have to build muscles in the natural world, lifting eccentrically. That's what builds muscles. If you don't, then you'll never build them, regardless whether you're on drugs, powders, or these tablets, kid.
Tablets?
Yeah, you're right, it's my fault.
I'll probably just have half a scoop of this.
He says this one's nice, he's joking.
It went all the way down so that I couldn't breathe. So, we're just on our way to the gym now. We're training some triceps and back. Should be a pretty good session. I'm excited. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It's been a while, we haven't trained, have we?
I know, yeah. You've just been at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, should be a really good session. I'm excited. Let's go.
Yes, very exciting session. Okay, here we go.
So, we're in the gym now. We're just starting off with the tricep dip machine. I'm just getting nice warmed up, and I'm going to 5 top.
I mean, could you imagine if somebody put up a sign and they opened up a business and they had a sign up there that said gym slave? You know what I mean, bro? Come on. Or lifting slaves. Lifting slaves or gym slaves. Welcome to gym slaves. Welcome to lifting slaves. That's funny, man.
Sets on here. We'll do a few more. 20. Get a nice burn there, just like warming up a bit. I'll probably do 115 top set. Wonder where he got that hoodie from, eh? My wardrobe. 15, yeah?
Yeah. It's a really nice hoodie, actually. It's so comfy.
We're just doing a bit of back now. We've just set up the row, so we're going to do 12 to 15 reps here and 12 to 15 reps on a lat pull down. Just super setting it. 4 sets in total. Hey. Hey.
Look at the face on it for 20p. Yeah, man.
Hey. Do 4 sets of that, that's quite nice actually.
Yeah.
All of his exercises are concentric. He's using his arms and everything. It's a lot of concentric. The eccentric, again, you could overwork this. You could overwork it, but he's not even doing that. You know that. You know that with the eccentric that he's already got there, the weight that he has there for eccentric. That's going to take a lot out of him, but he doesn't realize that. It's an overworking of that muscle. It's not overtraining, it's overworking it. See how he's tossing it up? He's like, ooh. He's like throwing it up. You're just squeezing your muscles. You don't realize this. Concentric exercise, they squeeze your muscles inward. Inward, that's what it does. It compacts them inward, in parallel. That's what it does. It doesn't not cause any damage or grow muscles. Only eccentric does. And your eccentric here is light going down. Well, look at it. Look how it's going down. You're tossing that weight around like it was nothing. So it's the effort here. There's nothing really going on. Again, concentric. Look at him. All the way up, concentric. But going down, it's going to go down very light.
So, just finished up with my
At least if he had some weight, he was holding some weight there, and he did a lot of sets, multiple sets. He would have got some micro tears, but he's not.
Ups and back session. I had a really good time. I'm just chilling in the sauna now. I tell you what,
Yes, that's all you need is a sauna now all of a sudden. So we got cold baths all the way to saunas. This is terrible, bro. This is crazy.
it's quite cold, you know. Like, if you look there, it's normally about 80 degrees. It's probably about 50, so I'm probably just going to sit in here for half an hour, just have like a nice chill, and then I'm going to go and have some dinner when I get home. Really good session. I'm probably going to be sore tomorrow. We're having like not much rest time, just really going through the movements. But yeah, really. Just in the car now on the way back from the gym. Really good session.
Yeah, really good session. Really good session. There was no, it wasn't. It was a worthless session because you didn't get anything out of it. It's worthless.
How are you feeling after that?
Feeling pretty good, eh?
He really literally wasted his time. All that stuff that he ate, those chemicals, the crazy food, the fake slave food, the going to the gym, doing these concentric exercises, he literally is just wasting his life, wasting his time. A lot of people do that. It's like people trying to figure out how to get rich, and they're like, well, I have to go to the factory and I have to work for minimum wage, $10, and I have to save every penny. So I'll eat garbage food, save all my money, put it in the bank, right? Eventually, maybe I can make enough for a down payment and get a house, and then I'll be stuck with a mortgage forever. And then I'll eventually retire and I'll sell my house, and then I'll retire for whatever I make on that house. It goes up in price in 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah, you're not going to get rich doing that. You're not going to get rich. You're not going to get anywhere in life doing that. See what I mean? Doing that. If you want to get rich, you got to sell something. You got to do specific things to make money, to get rich, to have the things that you want. But if you try to go that route, that lazy route, I'm going to go to the factory, I'll save up some down payment, finally I'll get that shitty house, maybe I'll get a shitty car on payments as well, or whatever, yada, 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 yada. And then who knows, maybe you find a wife, she'll make you some kids and then make you into a supporter. See what I mean? The people, they have it backwards. He's just wasting his time going to this gym. The chemicals, the food, and the lifting was just worthless. Absolutely worthless. Just like a factory worker working for minimum wage think he's going to get rich.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, good.
My lower back's in absolute agony. But yeah, just gonna, when we get home, gonna have my chicken rice and...
Yeah, because you're not regenerating it, you're wearing it out. That's why it's going to hurt.
broccoli for dinner, and then
A lot of people do
my
that.
mum's been to the shop and got us some bananas, so I'll have my bananas that I've missed out on from
See, he's going to have his bananas. Bananas are absolutely worthless. They're just full of fructose. They're pure sugar, bananas. Think about it. Bananas are pure sugar, bro. They're worthless. They're garbage. They prevent muscles from growing.
yeah. Don't want to flip it, so
What's he got here? Rice? Rice is filled with arsenic. So he's got rice, and I can't see what else he has there. Is that beef or something? I'm not sure what
it
that
falls
is.
off. Chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Chicken, rice, and broccoli. So he has some chicken, which has been overly cooked, of course, right? It's pretty much dead. He's got broccoli filled with oxalates, sulforaphane, which is this horrible, especially if you're a developing child like him. And rice, which is filled with arsenic. That's all you really want to do is poison yourself with arsenic. And it's just glucose and arsenic. Glucose, bro. And you get this thing called glycation. It binds with your proteins and it damages them. It's really bad for you. It's counterproductive. And then you have juice over here. Juice is horrendously bad. It's just bad for people, bro. It's bad. You're adding acid to your stomach, which already has acid in it. That's just crazy. It's bad for your teeth as well. These acidic drinks are extremely, horrendously bad for your teeth.
I've also got a glass of orange juice and a glass of milk.
Yeah, because again, he doesn't know because he's been brainwashed by society. His father, where's his father in all of this? I mean, I just don't understand. Where's the parents? Does he have any parents? Come on, man, wake up. Look at your kid. So you see, even people that have money, they're eating slave food diets. They can't stop eating the slave food diet, bro.
Steaming.
Section.
Look at my videos. Look at what I'm eating in my videos. I'm not eating any of that crap. That's garbage. That's slave food, dude. That's prisoner and slave food.
Not that hot. It's the chicken that's steaming.
You know what they feed to those starving Africans? Rice. They give them buckets of rice, these kids. You ever watch those channels where they have these people and they're like, oh, you know, those poor African kids, they're crying outside and they're weeping and they need donations and everything. And then you see them with handfuls of buckets and rice. There's a guy there throwing rice onto their plate, giving it to these kids. They give them to the poor countries. They eat rice. They eat broccoli and rice and everything. They throw it on there like slop. They give it to them. Meanwhile, this kid look at his environment he's growing up in, and he's eating this food, bro. His parents too. Look at them. They're so brainwashed. This is oh man, this is horrible.
It's alright, I got geography first. We had lost lunch.
You see, my parents hated me. I never wanted to eat any of these vegetables. I hated rice. I really hated rice. Now, when it came to potatoes, I didn't mind too much potatoes because we'd put butter on potatoes. Really, it's because, man, you're putting animal fat on there. That's just what made it better. But potatoes, of course, they're just a root. But they're not, you know, you can find them naturally. They're growing, I think, in Peru, right? But I'm just saying, overall, you shouldn't be eating any of these foods. What I discovered is you should not be eating any of these foods, man.
Some reason to do. Like the year 10s were watching like Macbeth or something.
Right.
They were doing like performance, so we had to.
Wait for them.
Yeah. So that is a day in my life, showing like a typical school day, like from waking up to what I eat, to like what I do at school, like how I train.
Typical life of a slave. Yeah.
And obviously like what I do after the gym. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.
All right, my friend. I have subscribed. I like your channel. My videos are not, I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm not mocking you. I'm talking about the chemicals, the food, the things that you're doing wrong in your video. People are going to take it, well, you're making a hate video. No, I never hated on the kid at all. I think the kid's cool. I think his channel's great and he's going places. I'm just making a reaction video to the things that I feel are just, they need reaction to, bro. Get it? That's it. They're just based on some opinion, but mostly facts, bro. Mostly facts. Mostly facts, bro. I'm telling you. I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I feel sorry for this. A day in the life of this gym slave. Terrible.